There's a Pokemon move that was not banned for being overpowered. It was not banned because it swept teams. No. It was banned because it made games feel pointless. And somehow that move is Swagger. In Gen 3, Swagger was not a strategy. It was a slot machine. Well, you ask me, what is Swagger? Swagger is a status move with two effects. First, it raises the target attack by 2 stages, and then it confuses them. At first glance, that sounds like a terrible deal. You're making the opponent stronger on purpose. But the Gen 3 mechanics turn this into something way worse than it sounds. And here's the best part. I tried to find real Gen 3 gameplay of Swagger. Not clips, not montage, just normal ladder games, and I couldn't find any. Because Swagger was officially banned from the Mogon formats in 2014. And once it was gone, nobody missed it. No nostalgia, no bring it back posts, just silence. That tells you everything. In Gen 3, confusion is not just a coin flip. When a Pokemon hurts itself in confusion, the damage is calculated using its own attack stat. No items, no abilities, no counterplay. So when you use Swagger, you're not risking anything. You're buffing the damage they deal to themselves. And confusion in Gen 3 lasts to 2 to 5 turns. Every single turn, there's a 50% chance the Pokemon just attacks itself instead of moving. One bad roll is annoying. 2 bad rolls can end the game. Let's say you're playing Gen 3 AU. You switch correctly, you preserve your win condition, you play 10 turns perfectly, and then your Pokémon hits itself twice in a row. And suddenly, none of that mattered. That's the core problem. Swagger does not reward good positioning, it rewards waiting and hoping. That's not competitive Pokemon. That's not Gen 3, that's a casino. Gen 3 is a slow, methodical tier. Spikes matter. Long-term planning matters. So when Swagger shows up, it completely breaks that identity. You can't play around Swagger. You can't predict confusion. You can't outskill a 50% roll repeated over multiple turns. And the worst part? Swagger wasn't even consistent. It was not strong. It was just miserable. Swagger was not banned because it was broken. It was banned because it was uncompetitive. It just games terrible, miserable. Smogon Tears tries to minimize situations where the better player loses to randomness. Swagger does the opposite. It removes the player agency. It replaces decision making with probability. And in Gen 3 AU, that crossed the line. So, was Swagger powerful? Not really. Was it reliable? Absolutely not. But it is, to this day, one of the most hated moves ever allowed in competitive Pokemon, without a question. Well, what do you think is the worst ever move, the most hated move of all time in Pokemon? Maybe Double Team? Maybe Swagger? Something else? Make a comment. This is it for today. Bye bye.